Hello, everyone, and this is Team whatever we want to call ourselves, Team Love. Today is May 31st, and we are having our team call. It's going to be a little bit of everything. So if you're watching this on the recording, we're going to talk about the National Wake Up Call. We're going to talk about the UK, and we're going to talk about Shaun Week. Did everybody listen to the National Wake Up Call? I'm going to assume.
Yes.
Okay. It was right up my alley. You guys know that I am a planner like crazy. So when I heard it, I was like bonkers. Hey, Marcia. Can you hear us? She's walking in.
Yeah, sorry. I got to cook my dinner.
Okay. Do you want to just put us on mute so you can hear us?
Yep.
Okay. We're talking about the National Wake Up Call. So if you want to chime in, just unmute yourself and chime in. And if you haven't listened to it yet, I definitely suggest to do it. It was really good. One of the things that I took was the quote that she said. I had to go back and listen to it again to write it down. And she had said that planning is bringing the future to the present so you can do something about it now. And that really resonated with me because I'm a planner in every orifice of my freaking world. It's a benefit and a detriment, I guess is the word I want to use. But the thing that I thought was really good, and I think that, I know I struggle with this. I don't know, I would love to hear from you guys, is setting dates. So tomorrow's June 1st, and other than a challenge group, do you guys have a free group? Do you have a coaching sneak peek? Like those three main things. I know that tentatively we're doing, I say we, Carrie and I are going to be doing a free group probably the week after Shaun Week. But we're promoting it to the UK, and we'll talk about that a little bit later as well. But as far as a free group, we're doing one right now, which overlaps the 2 months. And then coaching, I kind of steer away from that one, but I want to get my butt back into doing that too. So I don't know if anybody wants to chime in. Do you guys have a plan yet for June?
Yeah, I have a my regular challenge group starting next week. And I had talked a little bit about a free group with Rhiannon, but we haven't quite got it figured out. We were originally going to do it this week, and then it just didn't work. And then, I don't know.
Okay.
The coaching one is one I've never really done, probably should, because I don't know if there's anybody out there that has questions that would be interested. I don't know.
Okay. If I end up doing it with Carrie, would you want to be a part of it with us?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right. What about you, Kirsten?
We are starting a challenge group on Monday, and that I'm bad with this. I'm really bad with running one thing and promoting another, and having them all kind of go on at the same time. I get overwhelmed. So right now we're doing the challenge week group next week, and I really liked her week by week suggestion, her little calendar that she gave. I think that would be really helpful. So Marcia and I haven't totally talked about this, but that's something I want to try to implement.
Why don't
maybe not
We're losing you a little.
Go ahead.
No, we lost you a little bit, because what I was going to say is why don't we do that? What I was thinking is that brings up a good point. Why don't we do a planning session, maybe at the end of mid to end of June, and we do a team call for planning, working with each other to plan for July. And I know that July is tough because a lot of us are traveling, whether it's for summit or for vacation.
Yeah.
But that way, if we do it like the middle of June, we can get ahead of ourselves to start promoting those things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my problem is I end up
I like that.
thinking about things too late and then don't have the time to
I'd be down for
promote it
that.
enough.
Okay, so why don't we do not next week, because next week we're going to do the power hour, but the week after, why don't we do a planning session
Okay.
for July? I like that idea. Good idea, Kirsten. Because but I think that would be helpful because we're all over the place, and from what I'm seeing as somewhat of an outsider between working for Angie and working for Megan, that's where they get their business, the free groups.
Yeah, and that just boggles my mind because I never have yet to get anything really from a free group.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I'm just doing them poor. I don't know. Like I need to figure out how to better use that free group.
Right. Kirsten, what were you going to say? No. Okay. Okay, but that's maybe what we'll do then is we'll come up with ideas for that, and then I'll look for some more tutorials from other coaches about free groups, because I know that Megan probably has one. We had one from Angie that she did,
I think it's more like the transitioning of how do you pull or bring up the ideas of once you have the free group stuff going to move it into the challenge group.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because we tried doing like a couple of separate, like we did the whole veggie thing and the gardening thing. And so we had people, but then it was like, well, okay, now how do you get them involved otherwise? I don't know.
I think the last one that Carrie and I did that people seemed to like, it was a good transition, it wasn't our sugar group. It was our Buckle Down for Balance. That one? Now I don't remember. But it was because it was an eating clean kind of nutrition, kind of not kind of like, it was a weird transition and it seemed to work.
Okay.
But I mean, because like I've done kids lunches, I've done, various different ones, and some of them are like the one that we're doing right now is Revive in 5. And unfortunately, because Carrie moved, I'm doing it myself, which is fine, but I can sense that there's no love, but we can talk about that too, because that way it's a good segue to kind of come up with ideas and plan and stuff like that. So that was a good idea on Kirsten's part. So this is a good segue then. And Marcia, I hope you're still listening. The UK. That's obviously, I mean, I don't know if anybody knows anybody in the UK, but that's a market that I've never tapped into. I dabbled a little bit when I heard it through the grapevine. I think I even mentioned it to you, Rebecca, but I think that, I don't know if you guys watched any of the videos in the back office, is what they're suggesting that we do is do the free groups with these people to build relationships with them, to talk to them. Whether it's a sugar group, whether it's a clean eating group, whether it's a crock pot, Instapot, whatever type of group, to kind of get them involved. And that's why Carrie and I were thinking the one that we were going to do at the end of June is cut the sugar, because obviously everybody likes sugar. But when we boost it and we promote it, it's going to be for the UK market. I mean, obviously, if we get US and Canada, big whoop. But primarily when I do the boost, it's going to be the same parameters. Right, but it's over there. So that, I mean, honestly, that's kind of my suggestion. I see Megan doing it. I haven't really seen Angie do it, but I've seen Megan do it, where she's boosting it. I don't know how she's boosting it, but she's boosting it to reach out to that market, to add it to her network.
Okay.
Kirsten, we're talking now about promoting and getting people from the UK.
Okay.
And one of the things that I was talking about, that from what I'm seeing from higher coaches, is doing the free groups, but when you boost it and you promote it, do it with the same parameters, but just instead of the US and Canada, just doing it for the UK.
Okay.
And that way, that come the fall, we'll have those people in our network. And it is, Jody Martino from blah, 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 UK. Oh, yeah, Jody, you're still interested? Do you want to book? Whatever. They're already somewhat in our network. Have you had any success? Has anybody had any success with boosting their ads or anything like that?
Not recently. I did. At one point, I got a couple customers from it, and then I still get some of those random weird likes that don't seem to fit any of my parameters, and you wonder how they pop up there, but I don't know.
Okay. You got to maybe play around with the keywording and stuff.
Yeah, I think I got to switch some things up.
Yeah. What about you, Kirsten? Do you do well with boosting your posts?
No. Just no.
Okay.
Yeah, I get random people too. So, done a list to do like trainings about that and to like learn more, but I haven't yet gotten there.
Okay.
About like how to actually functionally use my like page, because I don't seem to get anywhere.
Okay, because what I mean, we can definitely talk about that too at another team call. But I would definitely in your ads manager play around with the parameters, play around with the suggested groups, things that you're interested in. Exclude all of like Beachbody, coaches, Thrive, Wraps. It works, whatever the hell it's called. And just kind of play around with it, because you want it within like a range. There's like I don't know what it's called, like a parameter thing. Then you want it kind of like in the middle range, or, not too broad or whatever it's called.
Right. And do you have better luck with promoting or boosting?
I have better luck with boosting than I do promoting. Promoting, I don't get anything. Boosting, I seem to get some people. Like I did like a little freemium, I guess, of the 7-day Shakeology sample pack. And the girl that I boosted that I don't even know, you had to like it and put a smiley face. And she put a smiley face, and I reached out to her today, and she was like, totally loved the whole concept of it all. Money is just an issue. Money's always an issue. But yeah. But I mean, I would definitely prepare yourselves like over the next few weeks to kind of just play around with it. And if you need help, we can do like a one-on-one where I can try to help you. I mean, I'm still struggling with it too, but I've done a bunch of different tests. But I would definitely, do like a free group in June or July when we're not at Summit and you're not on vacation, where, you're reaching out to that the UK outlet, because, for Rebecca, I'm sure that there's runners out there that are stay-at-home moms. For Kirsten, I'm pretty sure that there's farmers and foodies out there that, need some help. And same thing for Marcia. I mean, I'm sure that we can narrow down and hone in on those markets out there.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and then who's ready for Shaun Week?
Woo!
Yeah.
Now, have you guys, I mean, I haven't promoted it. I've seen like other coaches promoting it. I'm just sliding it into my group that I have starting next week. But Rebecca, I saw your post. I think I saw Marcia's today. Kirsten, how are you doing promoting it? Kirsten, did you?
For our challenge group, like sampler around it for the rest of the weeks. And so I posted a little bit about it. I'm not getting much traction, so I'm just going to kind of go with a just challenge group thing, and then this is an option if you want to do it.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of like the same thing that I'm doing. I'm not making it an exclusive, this is the week and that's it kind of thing. Okay.
I was debating putting out like if people wanted to do the 30-day free trial to then be able to try the Shaun Week and then see if they'll somehow keep going. But I don't know if that'll be something that would pull people in or not.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if my daughter was crying or laughing, so I had to kind of it was like a weird sound, and it was like in between laughter and crying, so I couldn't tell. Okay, now I hear my son. Okay. Anyway, it's never a dull moment. But I mean, it sounds good. It sounds like we're all kind of, not we're all doing obviously our own thing, but I mean, we need to kind of look at it as we're using these things to our advantage. And I would hate us to, especially with the UK market, I would really hate us from losing that opportunity, and not having it at our fingertips when it's so simple to just reach out to these people, and say, we're coming in the fall. Woohoo! But, and Rebecca, I know that, obviously you're not going to be at Summit, but we're going to add you anyway. Marcia, can you just hop on real quick and just talk to us about the shirts? I don't know if she might be in the midst of cooking. But one of the things that I mentioned it to Katie last week, and Kirsten, you know this, what we're planning on doing, we're not going to be getting the other shirts this year. We're going to Marcia came up with an awesome idea where we're going to do our own, and she's going to come up with like an awesome, I don't have it anymore, an awesome graphic and in the front. I forgot what the term was that she was going to put in the front, and in the back we're going to list all of our team names.
Okay.
So that we have our own little weird, little group kind of thing, and it's kind of cool like that. So we'll add yours on there, of course, but and you'll get one even though you won't be there.
Yeah.
You'll be there in spirit.
It will be there in spirit.
Yes. So I think that's cool. So we're gonna do that, and obviously it's right now. It's continue to promote, continue to do what you guys are doing. Is there any other things that you guys want to bring up to the table or discuss? Kirsten, Marcia, I don't know if you can hear us.
I don't think so.
Okay. So, why don't you share with us, tell us about your event, Rebecca.
Oh, so the event was really good. It was the Ridgefield Town Chamber of Commerce. This was their 12th annual Women's Forum. So they had, the theme was about transition. Mm-hmm. So they had 3 different speakers, and then kind of like at the beginning and in between each speaker, they had little sessions where you could walk around and shop the different vendors, and they had a couple of tables set up for like massage and oils and different things that you could get stuff done. So I got to talk to a few different people, got a couple of good leads that seemed like good leads. Now I just have to get them to be in touch with me.
Right.
I have the emails. Nobody put their phone number on the phone number section of my little sign-in sheet, of course. So I'm somewhat kind of trying to stalk them through the Chamber's page to see if I can track them down to just try to make contact again. Because I don't know if the emails I sent are going to spam, if they're just not responding, if, that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, I talked to 7, 8 different people. So I'm hoping a couple of them can at least turn into something, but.
Oh, cool.
We'll see.
Awesome. Yay.
It was nice to be able to chat with people, so.
Oh, Marcia said, can you find them on Facebook?
I'm trying to. Like when I just search their name, it's hard to, like the picture doesn't look like the picture of what I remember. So I don't know if that's them. So I'm trying to go through like the Chamber's page to find like where they commented or in the event if they said anything at some point. So it's a little bit of stalking.
I actually had something very, very interesting happen today, and it has not happened in the 2 years that I've been coaching. So you know how Beachbody gives you customers, their direct customers. So I always email them, and I never hear anything. So I emailed a bunch of them today, and I told them to reach out to me on Facebook, and one of them did.
Ooh,
I know. Pretty crazy.
What was their name? Maybe it was because I have one person who actually ordered Pio through the infomercial and was like starting it literally the next day after the forum. So I was talking to her about it and different things. And I guess when you do it through the infomercial, they send you a couple Shakeology samples. So she said she got 3 chocolate samples. And so I gave her a cafe latte sample to kind of mix in with it. So I was interested in trying to track down and find to see if I could get her over on my side since she hadn't had a coach, but is definitely into the programs. Have to see.
Did she sign up with an email address?
She gave me her email address, yes.
Okay. Very cool. Kirsten, is there anything that you wanted to add or concerns or stuff?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Same old.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get our challenge group together. Been working on that a little bit today. No, I get overwhelmed when like I said, I get overwhelmed if I do too much together.
Right.
Trying to get back into the groove and message people. I've been really bad lately about that. So.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, it's starting to be that time of year where I think that it's kind of crazy with the kids not in school, in school. Are they done? Are they not done? It's getting kind of quirky with, graduations, parties, end of sports, end of activities, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But okay. Well, I mean, that's kind of where I wanted to go with this call, just to, give everybody some insight and some updates. I mean, that the National Wake Up Call from Monday was definitely mind-blowing. And I shared some stuff, Rebecca, you saw it today, links to be able to listen to it from your laptop or your computer. Because obviously with me at work, I'm not going to listen to it on my phone. Which kind of sucks that I have to wait for it for almost 2 days. And I'm going to try to keep you guys, any information that I see or hear before most people, I try to share it with you guys as fast as possible. If there's anything that you guys feel that you guys need or you're struggling with, or, don't hesitate to throw it in the group. I know that I've done it. Kirsten, you've done it. Like if you need some extra love on a post, let us know and we'll all support.
Yes.
That kind of thing. But I think this is good. I mean, I'm excited for Shaun Week. Obviously, I think we all are. But I think I'm excited for the UK because it's uncharted territory and we can totally dive into that. Yes. I mean, the time zone and the culture is going to be a little different, I think I recall them saying, you know, we can't say that, which I don't really see it that way, but Shakeology is not, you know, a dietary supplement, lose weight, which I don't think any of us say anyway. But, you know, it's interesting the different dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, Kirsten, you look like you have a tan already.
Oh, I got burnt the other day, so that's the aftermath.
Hashtag jealous, send some sun over here. Rebecca and I have only seen rain.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's been bad.
We had like 2 days of nice weather in the last month, I think.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me stop record real quick.